Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I am here with the video of class 7th English 2nd. In last video we have completed till chapter number 3, and in today's video we are going to revise chapter number 1 as your unit tests are approaching. So in today's video we'll be revising chapter number 1, that is I'll be giving you the summary of this chapter and you will have to read the chapter properly at your home. And for those who do not know the syllabus of the unit test, there will be only two chapters coming, chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, and the poem will also be included with that syllabus. So let us start today's video with chapter number 1, the 3 questions. So starting our chapter number 1, that is 3 question. So this story is about a king who thought that he will be successful only if he knew the answer of 3 questions. And those 3 questions were: question number 1 was, what was the right time to begin something? Question number 2 was, who were the right people to listen to? And third one was, what was the most important thing to do? So in order to know the answers of these questions, he ordered some kind of rewards to the person who will come and answer these questions to him, and if he likes the answer he would reward them. So many of the people came to try their luck and come and give the answers of the questions so that they could get the reward from the king. So one person said for the answer of first question, which was that what was the right time to begin something. So first person said one should always draw a calendar to know when is the right time to start something to do. Second, somebody else said that we cannot predict when to do something, and the third one said we should always make a council of men for it. Similarly, there were many people who gave the answer of question number 2 and question number 3, and the question number 2 was, who were the right people to listen? So similar people gave different answers to the second question also. Some said that counselors, priests and other people are the most important people in the world. And the same thing happened with the third question. The third question was, what was the most important thing to do? So somebody of them answered that warfare and religious worship were the most important thing to do. The king didn't get impressed by any of the person and any of the answers that they gave, and he gave reward to nobody. Then he went to meet a hermit who was known to be a very wise person who lived in a forest and was digging the ground. The king disguised himself as a common man and went to him to talk to the hermit. The hermit did not recognize him and was digging when the king came. As the king came, he came and he greeted the king. The king asked the hermit that I am here to the king told the hermit that I am here to ask some questions, as I know that you are the most wise person in the whole village. So he repeated the questions in front of him. That was, what was the right time to begin something, who were the right people to listen, and what was the most important thing to do. The hermit ignored him and kept digging. The king thought that the hermit was quite tired, so he asked the hermit to take rest and give the spade to him so that he could dig the ground for him. 1 hour passed, but the hermit did not reply, and the king asked that if he was not interested in replying to the king's question, he can easily tell him so that he can leave the forest and go back to his home. Then a man who was wounded came running to the king and fell on the ground. The king washed the wound and dressed the wound with the towel which the hermit had. Both of them carried the stranger to the hermit's hut and fell asleep, both king and the wounded stranger. As he woke up in the morning, he saw that the stranger was staring at the king. And as the stranger saw the king looking at himself, he started to cry and asked sorry from the king. But the king did not know why the wounded stranger was asking sorry from him, and he said that he did not know him, but still he was asking sorry, and he don't know why he was asking sorry. So the stranger told him that he is actually an enemy to that king, because the king had illegally had illegally captured the land that this man had. So he was coming to kill him in the forest, but the bodyguard of the king had recognized the man, and he was attacked by the bodyguards instead. Also, he was very sorry, and he will always be faithful to him. Now he asked the king to forgive him, and promised him that he will always be very faithful to the king. The king forgave him, and then he came out of the hut and saw the hermit sowing seeds in the ground that he dug last night. Now the king asked the hermit to answer the following question, that he did not answer the question that he had asked. Then the hermit replied that I don't need to answer the question, as you have already known the answer. For first question, he replied that if he had not pitied the wounded stranger's weakness, he had not stayed back to if he had not pitied the weakness of the hermit, he would have stayed back and he would have got killed. So the most important so the time to start some work is the time which is good. Second was, when the man ran to the hermit and the king, the most important time was when the king was attending the wounded stranger, and if he had not bound up his wound, he would have died without having made peace with the king. And the third is, there is only one time that is right, which is now. So whatever you are doing at the present moment is the only thing that you are meant to be doing. So we don't have to overthink over any kind of situation. We just have to go with the flow and do whatever that is being asked by our life. So this was the summary of chapter number 1. Now I request all of you to please read the chapters properly and note minute points from the story, as you can get the questions in your unit test from inside the chapter also. So I hope that you will study well. Please learn the word meanings, question answers and exercise of all or both the chapters. I will see you all in my next video. Till then, take care and have a good day.